Good morning to everyone and Happy New Year. Today is January 1st. Came out here this morning. These cows and sheep have this grazed off pretty hard behind me here. This is just one paddock out. And so I set up this polywire fence this morning, and I'm about to put this one down and let the cows and sheep come over here on this grass. And then later today I'm going to try to run a wire the whole way, the length of this field down to that edge down there, and that way I can rotationally graze around there. And I'm hoping that this field for these animals will last till pretty much the end of January. I don't know, they hit that pretty hard, but they have been on there for a week, so I know we're about to get into some colder weather, but hopefully some of this warmer weather that we're having the last few days, and today in the afternoons it gets pretty warm, so hopefully that'll kick this grass in gear. Some of this grass out here where it had more chicken litter earlier is actually really tall, so I'm excited to see them get out there on that. So I just opened up this wire so they can cross over now. I'm curious, there's a little bit of corn left standing under this pivot. This pivot fell down this year and left a little corn here, and I'm curious to see some of the stuff haven't eaten, but it looks like there's cobs that they did eat, so maybe there'll still be a little bit left for them the next time they come back into this paddock. Man, here come the cows, and here come the sheep. Grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. I just bought some of these and it does look like they're uttering up right there. Hopefully we'll be having some babies here pretty soon. One other thing too I want to try to get done today is set up a portable corral out here and start feeding all these animals out here in it. I don't have any way of catching anything out here right now, and that's not much of a problem, except there's a handful of sheep that a couple of them that are limping that need to be treated, and yeah, just to be able to catch them and work them. Or there's a few I might sell here soon in January, so I'm gonna try to get something set up out here and at least start to get them used to being put in there and feed them in there. Got the water moved, and that's definitely not an acceptable flow rate for if this was summertime, or even if everything tried to drink at once, it wouldn't be great. But now they're in this paddock, they're actually able to get into the big trough, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe the cows would drink straight out of there, and they sure don't drink much. So since I filled this, so let me think, I did add one tank to top it off, probably half a tank to top it off, and they drank that. So they probably drank maybe 150 gallons since they're out here in a week. So this is a fence I put up a couple weeks ago, and I was trying to just use a T-post for the end, and that usually only works so good, but this is really wet, and so it just pulled it bad. And so I put a wood post in there, put some concrete around it a couple days ago. So I'm gonna attach these wires to the wood posts, pull them tight, and then this line will be done. And then eventually I'm going to run some poly wire right around this brushy stuff. It's just kind of low land, like right in there's water sitting. And so I'm just gonna fence this in. It'll help keep it cleaned up. And then there's a few trees right here too, so I'll be able to get just a little bit of shade down here in this corner because I don't have much. There's a couple trees up through here, but it'll just offer a little bit more shade in the summertime. And then I think kudzu grows in there, and the sheep are gonna love that. So but I'm not too worried about that right now. If I have to, I'll just run a wire from here over to that T-post and shut that off. So down here I got the same thing going on. I tried T-posts here and over here, and they're both just too soft and it's pulling the T-post, so I went ahead and put wood posts in there and concreted them in. And now I'm just getting these wires attached and pulled tight to the wood posts, and then I am gonna have to deal with this ditch at some point. There's just no great way of fencing these off that I've found yet. The one thing I did up there was just set a couple posts in along there and run about 3 strands of poly wire down through there, just kind of follow the dirt line. So that's probably what I'll do here. But the sheep and cows are the whole way up on the other side, so it's something I don't have to deal with today. So I'm just going to try to get some of this stuff done, get this wires all connected to this wood post and take them off of that one. And I do have to add one more T-post up here. I ran out, so I'll do that stuff, and then I'll about be done with the perimeter fence work for today, and then I'll start on that division line up there. Alright, so I got that post added, and I got the wires all attached to that wood post. I got all the wires attached to this wood post, and I put another step-in post there because it was low to the ground. So now all my perimeter fence, I believe, is up. I just have a hole up there that I showed earlier by those trees, and this hole. Those are the only things left on the perimeter fence. So glad to have all that stuff done. Stopping by over here at David's, look at his cows, and sheep are looking good.
You're gonna win your wife over?
That little thing right there on the right is solid.
Yeah, that I think is the girl too. That's the one out of the Baldy, and I like her. She's a nice cow, and she seemed to have a reach. Yeah, the black Baldy.
So I came over here and talked with David about his operation for a little while, and he's going to be getting rid of some of these cows here pretty soon. Actually a good bit of them because he don't have a lot of grass, and so we're talking about maybe trading a couple cows for some sheep. We just came over here to discuss some of that and kind of take a look at what they look like. I'm finally back out here, and wind is kicking up, but I'm going to try to get some wire stretched out on this run here to divide this pasture in half. I was hoping to get this done today and get the portable corral set up out here, but I don't think I'm going to get it all done. So we'll see what all we can finish up here in the last 2 hours today. it's getting dark in a hurry. I got 2 strands up here. Need to tighten that one a little bit yet, but yeah, I was hoping to get all 3 strands up here today, but it just didn't happen. So that'll be the next thing on the to-do list. Let's get this stretch of fence finished and then get the portable corral set up out here. Well, thank y'all for watching. We sure do appreciate it, and if you don't mind, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I'm hoping to hit 1,000 subscribers this year. I know it's a kind of a tall goal, but that's what my goal is, so y'all can help me out. It sure be appreciated.